Welcome po dito sa ating channel ang Biyahe y Komida. June 18, 2026. Liza Soberano na hurt sa tawag na Laos, isinakripisyo pera para sa Hollywood. Nagpakatoto ang dating kapamilya actress na si Liza Soberano tungkol sa hirap at sakripisyo niya mula nang iwan ang career sa Pilipinas. Aminado ang dating ka-love team at ex-girlfriend ni Enrique Hill na sobrang nasasaktan siya kapag tinatawag na Laos ng mga tao nang magtungo siya sa Amerika para sa kanyang Hollywood dream. Napakaraming binitiwan at isinakripisyo ni Liza nang magdesisyon siyang lisanin ang Philippine showbiz para tuparin ang kanyang pangarap na maging Hollywood star. Ibinahagi ng aktres sa Painfully Human podcast, hosted by Edward Barber, ang mga naging kaganapan sa buhay at career niya nang magtungo siya sa Los Angeles noong 2024. Natanong ni Edward si Liza kung ano yung mga bagay na kailangan niyang isakripisyo nang iwan niya ang magandang showbiz career niya sa Pilipinas. Money. Mabilis na tugon ng aktres. For the longest time, this is something that I've realized about myself after stepping away from showbiz and kind of the Philippines in general. I don't mean disrespect by this, but like I was so afraid of looking poor, it's not like I look down on poor people, I definitely don't. I was poor growing up, aniya pa. Pagpapatuloy pa niya, when I first moved to LA, it really hurt me when people would say, Laos na siya. We don't see her anywhere. Oh, Laos na siya. She's only doing these small little influencer gigs. Guys, that's how I stay alive. I'm not making as much money as I did before, and on top of that, majority of my money still comes from Asia, but I'm living in the US, so the conversion is crazy. I have to do all these little gigs every now and then because that's how I pay my bills, say pa niya.
Now, I think that I've moved to LA, obviously, money is the biggest thing that I've sacrificed because I could be here in the Philippines doing the same thing I've been doing since I was 12, making lots of money, lots of money, because endorsements pay really well, not taping and movies, but endorsements pay really well. And it would have been light work for me because honestly, it got to a point when I was taping where like, I could just cry when you asked me to cry, and without even having to feel the emotion. And obviously I don't like that because like I'm an actor, I want to be able to like really be in the moment and feel what the character's feeling, but because the schedules were so grueling and we were just like exhausted all the time, I kind of went into like autopilot, and I was able to just operate and do the things people were telling me to without actually feeling. And so yeah, I could be easily just doing that and still making the same amount of money that I used to, but now I don't. That's what I sacrificed to be living in LA, and discomfort because now that I'm in LA, obviously I'm a new artist, so I'm going through all the new artist things, and it kind of, when I first moved to LA, it really hurt me when people would be like, oh, Laos na siya, we don't see her anywhere. Oh, Laos na siya, she's like only doing these like small little influencer gigs. Guys, that's how I stay alive. Like, I'm not making as much money as I did before, and on top of that, majority of my money still comes from like Asia, but I'm living in the US. So the conversion,
62 pesos for $1, just saying.
The conversion is crazy. And so I have to do all these little gigs every now and then because that's how I pay my bills, and that's like the price that I'm paying so that I can like fulfill this ambition or dream of mine. And so yeah, money and just the comfort of like knowing like not having to put in the effort to grow. Because in LA, like I'm spending money on acting classes. I'm spending money on vocal lessons. You know, I spend money on self-tapes because I have to hire an acting coach to do my self-tapes with me. And it's not cheap. Like every self-tape, I spend like $500.
Self-tape is like for an audition?
It's an audition that I'm not even gonna get. And I do like 3 to 4 auditions a week.
Panoorin ang buong video sa Painfully Human podcast. I-click ang mga link sa description box. At yan ang ating latest showbiz chika update for today. Please like and share ang video at huwag kalimutan mag-subscribe. I-click ang notification bell for more showbiz chika updates at suportahan po ang ating Facebook page. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng nag-subscribe indeed. Magandang buhay sa lahat. Adios.